I'm Ashley Wimpy, and this is And a Kitchen Sink. Action Comics released this comic in April 1938, and for the first time ever showcased a human being with incredible ability and strength, who would become known as Superman, who fought crime and saved lives while lifting cars above his head, but never poorly portraying cops and authorities, at least not after 1950, when the Code of Comics was enacted, creating rules prohibiting it, as well as outlawing the comics to have words like terror and horror in their titles, like The Vault of Horror, a series from the early 1950s famous for being the first comic to debut a ghoul or folkloric monster or evil spirit, which is a name originated from an Arabic word meaning to seize, and yes, seize like grab hold of, like how in Newsies, whose set actually burned down just before filming could begin, but then after it was rebuilt, was a 1992 American musical loosely about the newsboy strike of 1899, which was also the year aspirin was patented by Felix Hoffman, a man with no wife and no children, but did graduate magna cum laude of his undergraduate and doctorate schools. Aspirin was patented from its discovery at German company Bayer as a powder substance, and before it was turned into the little pills we know it as today. Bayer is now owned by Martin Dekkers, a 57-year-old man born in Tilburg in the Netherlands. Tilburg, as in home to Tilburg University, founded in 1927 with 5 professors and 8 lecturers, also where students could be the graduate of the School of Catholic Theology, which is open to both men and women, unlike Scotland's St. Andrew Golf Club, which hasn't allowed women onto its lawns in its entire 260-year period until September 2014, when the citizens of Scotland actually voted yes to something other than the caber toss, an event from the yearly Highland Games where participants toss a very long log, like they would have had to over chasms weighing 11 or 154 pounds if you don't have all of your metric to non-metric translations memorized, including the difference between 2 little m's for millimeter and 1 capital M and a small m for megameter, which is frequently used in science to measure things like the speed of light, 299.792 megameters per second, or debatably the speed at which Superman can fly. Superman is in the character created in the April 1938 comic by Action Comics. I'm Ashley Wimpy, and this has been And a Kitchen Sink.